Alright, so what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? So, this is going to be different series of my H22 EK Civic. So, as you see saw in the previous video, I was completely able to go in the vehicle and start it without using the neutral, the clutch lever, which is quite good because sitting in the passenger side, making sure the vehicle is in neutral, turn the heat off. You want to reduce as much load as you possibly can, priming the fuel system. The emergency is down because I have it behind some wheel chocks, and just being able to start the vehicle from the passenger side is great, but there are some safety precautions you have to take. But the reason why you have to take safety precautions is because you remove the factory safety precaution that's on the car. So if you see that switch right here, I disconnected that, and that allows me to start the vehicle without using the clutch assembly. So you want to make sure at all times, especially in the mornings when you come out, your emergency is up and you've placed the vehicle in neutral, and start it and let it run for a little while. Main reason is, and you guys have probably heard this before, is you want to get the crankshaft bearings to have enough oil lubricating them before when you start the vehicle. A lot of times when you push the clutch in and the clutch pedal locks with the cams, it puts a lot of pressure on the cam and the bearings itself. And in the early mornings, especially when it's really cold, that can help wear your engine, can put a drastic wear on your engine. So you want to try to see if you can, if it's not a daily driven vehicle and you can be disciplined enough to remember to keep the car in neutral and have the emergency brakes up, then I would recommend you do it, because it's going to prolong the life of your vehicle. This particular car used to be turbo H22, so it still has the fuel system. Yes, so this particular fuel system that's in this car previously was a H22 swap. So the fuel pump in it runs pretty high. You can actually hear it. Let's see. Yeah, that thing is quite loud. If I remove the seat, you can hear it. It's not obnoxious or anything, but it's quite loud. So this car, when you start it when it's really cold, it'll idle. Then it'll go up and down for a little bit. Then sometimes it'll cut off, depending on how cold the temperature is. It's not extremely cold today, so I didn't have to worry about that issue. But that's just something to keep in mind, that if you're running they always tell you to get bigger fuel system than you need, but the downside to that is when it's cold and you have it running, it tends to cause issue from a very cold start.